I'm actually really sorry. OBS
Mm.
just sometimes fucks my audio and I have to like reset the devices that are chosen. It's really stupid. Anyways, I'm gonna repeat what I was saying earlier. So, SciTech, how did you pick your name? Like, is that
Wait,
related to the
wait, wait,
program
wait,
I
wait,
was
wait.
in? Like, I don't know. How did you pick the name SciTech? Um, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know. Fucking OBS. Whoever said Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you're a G, dude. You were talking about how Gamers Nexus's video about 4 sticks versus 2 sticks only helps in certain situations for Ryzen 5000. What situations would those be? Um, really any situation where, oh, thanks for the bits, dude. Really only any
Bro, I got
situation.
timed out for donating bits.
Oh, I can add you
Your
to the
stream
regulars list.
sucks.
You're not gonna spam slurs, right? You're not that type of person?
No, I said shout out to Jan.
Okay, cool. Hold on.
Okay,
I'll
there we
add you
go.
to the regulars list so you'll get exempted from those rules. What
Mm.
was your name?
Mm.
NMR 1105? That's your name, right?
Let's go, boys.
Okay.
Top cheerer,
All right, cool. Sick.
top sub gifter.
Going sicko mode. All right, hold on. So, yeah, anytime that's gonna help in any time where you have memory intensive workloads. So that might be a specific game like Overwatch, or that might be a specific workstation workload. It could be any of those. But I don't think you should pay much attention to it. This is not a new concept. This is not something that Steve from Gamers Nexus has recently discovered and is, something you should be crazy about. It's not significant. Okay? That 10% thing, getting 10% from rank interleaving is very rare. In fact, I'd say like the benefit from being able to just the benefit from having DR at high speeds, like when they're both fully clocked to the max on single rank and dual rank, that might affect your performance. Like dual rank is better usually actually. But yeah, like still I wouldn't really, yeah, it's not something that's important to like regular people. Is this good for talking to friends on Discord? Yeah, stage right's fine. If you've heard me like in the middle of the day, like Pacific time, talking on a mic, and I sound like I'm outside, I'm using the stage right then. So
But
it's
yeah,
pretty
I know you
good.
told me that was a good mic, but like,
Kiwi mic, get it.
yeah,
It's on sale. Kiwi mic, good.
I'm
First
considering on
ever
getting
PC
the amount.
builds. Any advice or tips? Yeah, sure. One sec. Let me just fix my shit so it's
Ack
like using the default.
overpressed RAM. Yuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fixed now. All
Gonna get
right.
shit on.
Let's take a look at this man's list over here.
Oh no.
I like science technology, so I paired it together.
Why
Okay,
does the
see that's kind
vengeance
of a
have to be
creepy
so
coincidence because like
nice?
I in middle school I was in a regional program called SciTech, so I was like, are you the fucking is this the SciTech like regional program Twitch channel? And I was like, oh my god, that's whack. Anyways, Fracco, I don't know what your name is supposed to say, but yeah, this list is pretty awful. Yeah, very questionable list.
That's
You have 7 viewers, poggers.
Oh, I have 7 now? Yo, shout out to the 7 viewers. Dude, I'm gonna stack up to double digits. You guys know how it is. We're gonna stack the shit up until we hit 20 viewers. I'm sat here in the UK, so definitely not related. Yeah. Oh my god, it's your boy Potato Nugget. Double digits pog? Yeah, we're gonna hit double digits. I'm gonna drag people in here. Hold on, I gotta tell some people I'm streaming because they were like asking earlier. Streaming now if you want help. Okay. Where's my warm welcome? Bro, I gave you a warm welcome. I was like, hey, what's up, Potato Nugget man? There you go. So, Frocco, yeah, this list is pretty bad, but I'm gonna send you something that I want you to read. Just take a look at that, and once you've read it and understood it, let me know what you think. That is not an overpriced CPU cooler, my guy. It's literally a $30 CPU cooler. It's $30, dude. That is not $160. It says the ID Cooling SE224XT. That's a $30 CPU cooler.
Wait,
You're
yo,
in
someone
Canada?
recommended me this like Lee and Lee
How did you
cooler,
even
like
how
AIO.
did you
Is
even
it good?
default to Canada? Like if you're in Canada and you click a US PC part picker link, it should still show you the US prices. But ages, someone told me that the Fuma 2 is overpriced. Okay. Not everybody knows what they're talking about. Some people are dumb. I would like a part list for $650. We're building in half a week. Okay, come back in a couple days. I'll make you a spicy list. You can ask me a lot of questions, and we're gonna have a pog time. Okay? 212 black if both are for 30. Either. They're both fine at that price point. The 224 XT has a black version as well, so just take whatever you think looks nice. They're all fine. Lee and Lee Galahad 240. How much is this? 120. If you really want a white AIO, it's fine. It's not that great. But ages, what does a bottleneck really look like? 1 second, I'll show you. This is what it looks like. If I change my part picker to UK, the prices jump up. Yeah, that's how it works. Most of the PC build help streams are him just saying wait for a half hour. Yeah, but in about 2 weeks from now, this stream is gonna be popping the fuck off. There's just gonna be so many fucking people. Galahad isn't so good. You failed me. It's just fine. Yeah, I just said it's fine. 850 to 1K build for gaming and editing. Bonk Attack, I'm gonna ask you to look at something as well. Just read this over here. Can I be in the waitlist for PC build help? There isn't really a waitlist. There's no queue. You just come to me in about 2 weeks and you're like, hey, I want a list. And I'm like, okay. And if I'm not busy, I'll make you a list. Pretty pog, that's just how we roll. But Aegis, why can't you use general? Oh, you mean general voice? I could, but then people would like justifiably be there and talk about off-topic stuff, and we already have problems with people going off-topic in this channel. I'm asking the mods for some sort of queue system. I don't think they're gonna do it though, so like whatever.
Like one mic, one voice.
No, basically where we have an unlimited size waiting room channel, and then we have a build help locked channel that nobody can access unless someone drags them in. And then that way I can have as many people in a waiting room as possible and avoid getting raided. And then also, we can fill up a room as much as possible. So,
No 10-year-olds anymore.
hey man, I was there a few months ago. You told me to come back when I need to buy. My 3070 just arrived. I need to buy now, so can you help me on the build? Yeah, I mean, if you can wait like 2 more weeks, that would be probably a better time to buy the rest of your stuff. But if you really want to buy now, I can help you. It's up to you. Yeah, 2 more weeks, you're gonna have better Black Friday sales, and that's basically it. Yeah, better Black Friday sales. Right now, the Black Friday sales are not that great. So, yeah. You can either send me messages on Twitch and I respond, or you can join Build Help 1 and type in voice chat. Thanks. Oh, my fingers are so cold. I can't type. Can't type fast. Me? Who is me? Are you that dude? I don't think you're that dude. That dude's new.
No.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna grab some more people because we got some empty space in here. Oh shit, there's a dude with a really high budget. Okay, I kind of want to do his. Yo, 02 profile picture. I'm dragging him into the channel. Let's go, poggers.
I hate you.
Hold on.
I hate darling in the Franks show.
It's Edge. I was gonna pull him in. And 700K for $300. Yeah, that's pretty good. I saw that too. That is actually good. I think that invalidates the 5600X, possibly. Do you have 5 minutes to help me then? I can't wait. I have to test the GPU before the return limit. Where did you buy the GPU from? Like the GPU, you should be able to return it within like a month. Or if you bought from Amazon, it should be like January 31st for like everything. So
In
yeah.
Arctic,
How small is the difference between 3200C16 and 3600C18 within the margin of being not noticeable? So if it's $5 more, it's $5 on basically nothing, but it's up to you. It's really up to you. No, I have to tell more people that their list is bad without looking at it and being right 90% of the time. Yeah, I mean, I do that sometimes too. When there's a lot of lists and like someone asks if their list is good with like no other
Bro, this
context,
guy posted a list.
if you say no, you're almost always going to be
Yikes.
right. Like, it's very rare that I backtrack on my statement. For that anyways. Got some great help today. When you get a chance, just look over this part list and let me know what you change. Okay, I'll throw it up.
This man made an oh, never mind.
500 watts GPU
Let's see.
PSUI, yeah.
No, this list is terrible, like we discussed earlier. But again, Joy, I'm going to send you something. Please read that over. 3600C16 is not noticeably different compared to 3300C16 too. So again, RAM is very simple. You're either doing XMP or you're manually overclocking. If you're doing XMP, regardless of your platform, go 3200C16, $50-ish for 16 gigs. That's the end of the story. What if you're running at JDAC? Then just run at JDAC, then buy whatever. It's still probably 3200C16 because that's like almost the lowest cost price. Like, you're not going to find kits below $50 per 16 gigs for DDR4 very easily. I got that, but can you explain why it's terrible? Sure, I can go over it. This is probably a gaming build, so 5800X is not appropriate for it. And then also, apparently there's a 10700K for like 300 at Micro Center, so probably get that too. Especially given that you're spending a decent amount on this board as well. I mean, no, this is kind of the lowest you spend on this board.
They said it wasn't.
Freezer 34 is fine, but there
guess.
are basically equivalent coolers for less money. Motherboard is probably the only part here that I don't have a problem with. RAM is basically you're paying $15 more for the same performance as another kit, so you know, a little overpriced. The days of getting a very small SSD and a decently sized hard drive are long gone, so for SSD, at least get 500 gigs if you're gonna do like 500 plus 2. And don't get a Samsung SSD. Samsung hasn't made any relevant consumer SSDs in like the last 6 years. 2TB hard drive, that's also a part that I don't really have a problem with, assuming that you need like 2 to 3 terabytes of space. 3070, I'm not really going to comment on it. I know that model is decent, but like there's better models that are around the same price. I don't know if that's just a placeholder though. Meshify C is fine, just be aware that one doesn't have tempered glass. I'm okay with it being that price though. BQ is totally out of place here. BQ is a pretty awful power supply and doesn't belong in a list with parts like this, or really in any list at that price. And finally, I mean, if you really want a wireless membrane, sure. But yeah, I mean, peripherals, why wireless keyboard? Just on a desktop. It's weird. Whatever. Anyways, let's look over here. No, it's not a gaming build. I'm using it for 3D modeling. Yeah, it's still like some of these choices are just like unacceptable for any list. So yeah, basically all of my critiques still apply. Yeah, actually 3D modeling is typically single thread bound, so like yeah, they're probably even more relevant. Okay, let me read through Twitch chat 1 second. I'll copy paste my question here. Can you make me a PC now with $1,700 budget for a friend that likes to play TF2, CS:GO, Fortnite, Rocket League, Minecraft? Okay. And a lot of RGB and no AIO. Okay. Does your friend live near a Micro Center? Just yeah, tell me that. You only need like 500 for that. More than 500, but I mean, Fortnite might. Yeah, and video editing too. So yeah. Is there a big difference in getting a $30 CPU cooler or just keeping with the stock cooler? It depends on which stock cooler we're talking about, which CPU we're talking about, and which $30 CPU cooler we're comparing to. Can you make me a PC now? Blah blah blah. Okay. No, he doesn't. What? Okay, forgot to add COD. Yeah, so that's probably your most intensive game. But again, does your friend live near a micro center? Just answer me that. Okay.
I do.
How should I be looking to pay for an RGB 2x16 kit? Oh, how much? 110. 110 is good for that. Rate this kid's build for Minecraft lol. Okay. Awful. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, it's like a 1 out of 7. Just flat 1 out of 7. Okay.
Bro, man's got the Ninja ATX case.
Cool. No, he doesn't. I told you. Okay, cool. All right, if he doesn't live near a micro center, then I'll make a list now. So just so you're aware, there are better Black Friday sales coming out kind of soon, and there also are new GPUs. So are you telling me that this is like so urgent that you need to do it now? Like, you need to do it now, you can't wait 2 weeks? Because I would recommend waiting 2 weeks if you can. But let me know if it's like super urgent or not. Rate this build, lol. Okay. This build is actually pretty good. I changed the case, and I'd maybe change the 3070. And yeah, this list is like, if I'm being honest with myself, probably like a 6 out of 7, given the right preferences. It's pretty good. Yeah, whoever made that list for you knows what they're doing, at least somewhat. I would go 5600X. It beats i9 and cheaper, and go with. Oh no, he's not on this channel. Okay. Given the rise in 3600 prices, is the 2600? No, not at all. It would take a very steep price drop to get the 2600 to be relevant again. Don't want to make you backtrack, but I don't know dick about PC stuff, so would you be able to give me recommendations of better options on the stuff you changed? No worries if you're moving on though. I can, but I don't think that will be that helpful to you because my recommendations will change in the next 2 weeks. So I would probably come back in like 2 weeks then, and then I can just give you recommendations then, and then you can ask me questions if you want. He said no because stuff won't be in stock. Stuff will be in stock. If that's his reasoning, then I would wait. I fixed up a ton, case, power supply and shit. Review now, this may be final. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty questionable. Yeah. Motherboard and RAM are a little weird choices because you're probably not manually overclocking, so you may as well get a cheaper RGB kit. And the B550A is, I mean, I'm assuming you're buying it for aesthetic reasons. Just be aware it's obviously overpriced. And the case is not the best case, but if you want it for aesthetics, that's fine. And the power supply, kind of the same deal. So yeah, that's basically it. What if it's urgent? If it's urgent, I can help you now, but again, I would suggest waiting. So what's your recommendation for CPU right now? Still 3600? No, if you're in the US, it's 10400. And I possibly got IBS. Unlucky. Raid this build. I want the 1660 Super, and it's 265 for the model I want, but PC Part Picker says it's 333. I have a budget of about... Wait, you didn't even send me a build. Rate what build? I'll take the help now rather than later. My help is gonna be outdated though. Like, it's only gonna mislead you because you're gonna think that something is good, and then when times change, when circumstances change, and those things are no longer good, it's gonna be hard for you to move on, and that's gonna be a problem. Not necessarily looking for the aesthetic. Dude, don't come on. Don't don't tell someone with disease. Don't tell someone with a disease to just like suck it up, bud. It's not that
Yo,
bad.
my man Joel,
That's
how
pretty
long have you been
insensitive.
typing?
Even if you've had that disease yourself. What do you slurp on like that so close to your mic? It's just water. I'm a thirsty boy. Not necessarily looking for the aesthetic on the power supply and stuff. Yeah, motherboard for aesthetic, and I don't know what you meant by the RAM. Basically, you can go cheaper on the RAM and you won't notice. And then the power supply, if you're not looking for aesthetics on that, then there's definitely better power supplies around the same price. I mean, TXF is not bad, but there's definitely better power supplies around the same price.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Mikey, let's look over here. Let's look at this. Yeah, I would say this list is not very good. The 1660 Super you're buying, it's that is a pretty bad price. Yeah, that's a pretty bad price. The 1660 Super should be like 230, 220 to be worth buying. Yeah, this list is just not good. I would change pretty much every part on this list. Yeah, every single part on this list. Mikey. Rate my build? Question mark? Okay. This is not a build, my good sir. Okay, whatever. Rate the sub 1000 US 3070 list. Okay. Oh, MP33 is 90. That's pretty good actually. It looks fine. Yeah. I mean, you could go like micro ATX case, but it looks fine. Yeah.
Vegas.
There is a really high chance I need to buy tonight or tomorrow. Well, what does that depend on? So if you like, just I'm gonna be here for like the next couple hours. So like, if you end up getting the signal that you need to buy, then just hit me up.
Vegas.
Not sure I heard right. Is 10400 your recommendation? Yeah. Is it a lot weaker
come
than
on.
3600? No, it's better.
Thank you very much.
5600X versus 10700K if the latter is for 320. 10700K if you would make use of it. But I'm assuming if the 10700K is that cheap, the 10600K is also probably on sale. So check 10600K pricing. So what white RGB RAM would you recommend for the motherboard, like you said? Just
Corsair.
literally go to PC Part Picker, sort from cheapest to most expensive, do DDR4 3000 and above, 2x8, and find the cheapest white RGB RAM. It's probably going to be like $65 or $60 around there. Okay. Is there a general rule for how to put in fans? My case allows one fan on the back by the Ethernet port and all that, and 3 fans on the bottom. How would I set them? All intakes? What kind of case do you
Those
have that
are
only has
exhaust.
bottom and back fan slots? Unless the front's already filled. If the front's already filled, then you don't really need to do anything. Like, that's enough. Fans, typically you want airflow going front to back, bottom to top. Rosewell Prism S, oh, that case. Okay. Just have your bottom be all intake. Yeah, so they should all be pushing air upwards, and then have your rear fan just be an exhaust, so it's pushing air to the back of the case, through the back of the case. Farhad, are you watching my stream? Because like I can't exactly doing text help is time consuming, and there's also other people here, so yeah. Oh, fuck you, Kioxia. Releasing a fucking SSD while I'm doing stream. I have to fucking write that down on my to-do list. Fuck. One sec, boys. Okay. Add Kioxia XG7. Dumb shit, dumb shit. Silicon left Bapo? Why? Are you sure? No, they're still taggable. Like, are you 100% sure? Thanks, SparkBeast, for the follow. Oh, they must have left really recently then. Why, though? That is really strange. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check his mutuals. He's still here. What are you talking about? Dude, you can literally check right click bro, what are you doing? Bruh, what are you on? Where can I get a cheap 1660 Super? I mean, you could wait for like Black Friday sale, see how that goes. Yeah, that might help your cause. I mean, I'm telling everybody to do that anyways. Best 3000 series for gaming, 3070 or 3080. 3090 is out of the question for gaming. 3070 and 3080 are good value propositions. If you want to wait for the new AMD cards to see how they stack up, that would be a good option too, but you know, 3070, 3080. Can you rate my list? Okay. Bro, my man, I tagged him in your shit talking him in the channel, bro. Oh, yes, you're watching right now? Just type in Twitch chat, dude. Farhead, just type in Twitch chat. It's easier for everybody involved. All the reviews seem to say 5000 series destroys Intel, so what makes the 10700K still relevant compared to the 5600X? Here's the lowdown, alright? So, the 10600K and 10700K and 10900K basically perform identically in gaming.
Oh, we should. back up.
And the 5600X and all of the CPUs above that in Ryzen 5000 basically perform identically in gaming. And all of the
Alright,
CPUs
group
I
up.
just mentioned basically perform identically in gaming. So, you know, unless you're playing a really specific game like CSGO, where the 5000 series has a huge outlier advantage, the 5600X and like 10600K are basically drop-in replacements for each other. So once you account for motherboard costs, like let's say there's a 10600K for $200, easily that's more worth it than the 5600X. But if they're both 300, then you know, 5600X comes with stock cooler, and the motherboards you can pair with it are cheaper. So yeah, basically that. Okay, who had a question? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Thank you, no problem. I'm looking for a 1440p 144 IPS 1 millisecond response time monitor, and I was wondering if you have any idea if you could check this list. Okay. First of all, don't aim for 1 millisecond because that shit is bullshit. Out of all of these monitors, XV272U is probably the most worth buying. Yeah. Oh yeah, hold on, I should show chat that 1 second. Yeah, these are the monitors he's looking at. This is a panel lottery and not a very good panel to begin with. This is a pretty good panel and it's $300. And then this is like, considering that this is $300 and other monitors with similar panels would go on sale during Black Friday, I don't think that the GLA3A is worth 380 right now. Like typically it's worth 380, but yeah. Okay, yeah, I have to buy tonight. Can't explain why. Let me know what parts would be better than the ones I have. Just start from scratch. I already told you why each part is bad, so let's just start from scratch. I'll send you a form to fill out, and I'll make you a list. Fill it out in one message in chat, and I'll make you a list then. I don't know. What? What dictates the millisecond speed for monitors? Proper reviews. Done by reviewers that understand the context under which response times happen.
Wait,
So-
you said the VG2 for
No, the XV272. But that's not a final recommendation. Black Friday typically has really good monitor sales, so if you want to wait a little bit, I'm sure there's going to be something better.
Okay.
You need to do a bi-weekly music review episode for your YouTube? Nah, bro. Melon's got that covered. I'm good. I keep kind of most of the same stuff in rotation, honestly. I don't care about the RAM price. The Crucial still has the best stats I've seen. The stats don't matter unless you're actually overclocking, dude. Like 3600 C16 versus 3200 C16, it doesn't. You're not gonna notice the difference. So like, if you're not gonna notice the difference, you may as well just get the cheapest one. Like whatever. It's up to you. It's your money. It's like not that much money that you're wasting, but like there's no difference, right? Like your brain is basically just going, oh, bigger number good right now, and like, you know, you can do better than that. In terms of productivity, does the higher single core performance outweigh the extra core count on the 10700K? Does the higher single core performance of what? Of the 5600X? The 5600X doesn't necessarily have higher single core performance. Depends on the workload. Single core performance is kind of an ambiguous term because that also depends on what you're doing. How well a CPU performs with a single core depends on what that single core is doing. So yeah, for graphics cards, what do these mean? That's just how high the graphics card's boost to. It's like your CPU has a boost clock. The graphic card also has a boost clock. So when you put it under load, it's gonna try and boost to a certain frequency. This man makes honey look expired coupon. Swear they got. What the fuck? Why don't we shill Enermax Platamax 600 watt? You mean Segotep? Heck W. What would RAM overclocking do, or what differences? RAM overclocking is blood, sweat, and tears to the memory gods in exchange for a smoother gameplay experience, especially if you're playing like esports type games where you're trying to max out how much FPS you're getting. That's what RAM overclocking does. When I say blood, sweat, and tears, I mean basically you just have to sit there for like a while and just stability test and change like one number by a tiny amount and then like, I don't know, do some shit on your phone. It's basically just a lot of waiting. So yeah. That's the build. Make the list better if it's not good. If you say please, no, I'm kidding. All right, I'll look at the list. Yeah, this list sucks. Yeah, so this list is pretty awful, but I'll just go over quickly what's not good about this list. 3600 is not worth 220 at all. Go for 10400 instead. Even if you were gonna go B550, you should go B550 and Pro VDH Wi-Fi instead. I think it's an overall better board. And then yeah, and then you should be going B460 if you're going for like 10400 instead, which you should be. This is extremely overpriced. There's like similarly performing RAM that's RGB and black for like $20 less or something like that, $25 less. 1 terabyte hard drives are irrelevant in 2020. This is a DRAM-less SSD, so don't get it for a primary, and that price isn't even good. 3070 Founders is fine, but I'd get something besides the Founders if you have the option. And also, yeah, maybe wait for AMD's releases as well. Spectra X is a decent case, but there's certainly better cases that are like cheaper in the same price range. But if you really like how that looks, then like it's not that big of a deal. Power supply I don't really have that many problems with, but 90 for a Neo Eco Gold Zen, I'd rather like push 10 higher. If you push 10 higher, you can get a Fantex amp. And finally, Rival 3 is not the best budget mouse right now. Yeah. Is the difference between 3200 and 3600 with Ryzen 5000 as big as people are saying? No, it's not. Scaling is similar to Zen 2. Yeah, if you're okay, it's very simple. RAM recommendations have not changed since Ryzen 3000. If you have a Ryzen 3000, or sorry, if you have a Ryzen 5000 CPU and you want to buy RAM, if you're just doing XMP, do this. Okay, you ready? You go here, you go memory, right? You go 2x8. Now this is if you're just doing XMP, remember. So 2x8, 3000, lowest price, and you pick whatever you want from here. Okay? If you are manually overclocking, then filter by Crucial and pick anything that's 3200 C16, 3000 C15, or tighter, or faster with those same specs. So like literally any of these kits. Any of these kits. So like look, there's a nice $70 Rev-E kit. Just take one of these. And then you're done. That's basically it. I don't know how to check the power wattage required by the setup. Okay. Don't use this. Don't use this. But I'll make it. Oh god, this is an awful list. Please don't buy this, by the way. But we can kind of hash this out. 3900X, you can estimate that to be like 150 watts. 1650 Super, you can estimate that to be like probably 150 watts too, but I'll check. One sec. I don't know if Tech Power Up does card-only reviews, actually. Hold on. 1650... Oh, no, this is the wrong part of the site that I'm looking at here. 1650 Super. Look at the WindForce. Let's look at power consumption. Okay, so it is card-only. So average gaming, it's 100 watts. It's actually less than I thought. Peak in gaming is like 100 watts, yeah. So This system is probably going to consume like, I don't know, 300 watt peak with both CPU and GPU stressed. Yeah, I would say that's about a fair estimate. So, yeah. Also, this list is really terrible. So, like, unless you already have all these parts and you can't return them for some reason, I would definitely change this list, like, very significantly. Make the list build better so I can save it and buy it tonight. Okay, hold on. Oh, fuck. That's the wrong thing. V6. Did I have that here? Hold on. Build help V6. Ah, there we go. Okay. Here, take a look at this image. Hold on. Let me put this in Twitch. Yeah, so take a look at this image. And if you're buying right now, look at that image, fill out that form, send it into Twitch chat, and I'll make you a list. Okay, let me switch over. What is the best budget Z490 motherboard with Wi-Fi? The Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. Although that's not really budget. If you really wanted to go budget, you could go like Z490A Pro or Z490M, like Prime Z490M Plus, and then get a Wi-Fi adapter. That would be like 175. But I would just stick with the better board. Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi is a good board. Just realized the CPU will bottleneck the 3070. No, it won't. What the fuck? No. Where are you getting this information? Bonk attack. Can you recommend RGB lights that are compatible with the MSI? Just go to Amazon and literally search RGB strip, and get like a nice like 16-foot pack. Get some solderless connectors and get some tape, and you'll be golden, my guy. You'll be golden. Yeah, Farhad, I sent you a form, dude. Look in Twitch chat. When are you buying tonight? What's your budget? Is buying used okay? Less than 1500. Highly prefer buying new. Don't think I got any of those. Assume online purchases only. EV rendering, which is GPU only. Blah 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 blah. Blender recommended 32 gigs of RAM, but was advised to try 16 gigs for my purposes. Add more if necessary. We can start with 32 gigs at your budget. I do a lot of saving. Keep a growing library of resources. Blah 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 blah. Okay, give me a number. Give me a number. Yeah, you gave me some descriptions, but give me a number in terms of your storage needs. I don't care how ugly it is. Cool. I don't think that'll be entirely necessary, so let's go with a no. I'm gonna get a new keyboard, but I know what I need for that, so don't worry about my peripherals. I would strongly suggest going to the peripherals channel in our server because they're pretty experienced. I would say they're probably the most experienced out of every channel in the server, and ask them for some advice in terms of peripherals. Even if you know what your preferences are, I would still advise you to ask them because they can kind of guide you along what preferences you have. What do you mean? I don't see a list, dude. Fill out the form, and I'll make you a list. You gotta fill out the form, my guy. This dude is like so fucking demanding. He's been like, oh my god. Whatever. Alright. Don't think I got any of those. Wait, Joy, what state are you in? Martini, it's in Micro Center, dude. Can I replace the GPU with the 5600 XT? Why the fuck would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? It says 320. Maybe he said 300 because he was talking about the motherboard bundle shit where you get $20 off. Where's the form? I'm blind in Twitch chat. In Twitch chat. It's an image link. New Jersey, closest Micro Center is about an hour away. That might not be worth it. Bro, why did you say chain this like 20 times? Damn, I got a Micro Center, but it's 4 hours away, so you basically don't have a Micro Center. Unless your time is worth very little. What motherboard for a 10400? You know, B460M A Pro, B460M DS3H, DS3H AC, B460M Pro VDH Wi-Fi. Those are like the 4 most relevant boards for 10400. Okay. Choose a CPU. In Blender, I'm probably gonna go like, yeah, the 5600X isn't available right now, is it? Aegis uses a 3400G but doesn't recommend it because he wants to keep the good stuff for himself, like greedy hoe. Yeah, guys, I want to keep the good old 40 FPS playing low Overwatch 75% render scale to myself so you guys get all the good frames and destroy me in Overwatch. That's how it works. I might go Intel Nvidia here because the 5600X is just not available. So if you can find it, that would be cool, but I'm pretty sure it's like out of stock right now, so big Sag, big Sag. Maybe 10600K, I guess. Oh, that's like 265. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll do 10600K, I guess. And you don't care what it looks like, so I'll just do like SE224 XT basic basic. Okay. Oh, why did I go B460? I'm actually stupid. I'm actually brain dead. Wait, the Z490 Pro is more expensive than the Z490P? That's illegal. It's not allowed. Does this board have debug features? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I know this board does. Hold on. Yeah, this board doesn't have debug features. Okay, fuck this board. We're doing Z498 Pro. Fuck Z490 Pro MP. All my homies love Z498 Pro. Alright, I'm actually gonna start you off with 32 gigs of RAM. Because I can. I'm gonna go with this Guile Evo Spear kit. Storage, I'm gonna start you off with a 1TB SSD and then add more as you go along. MP33 is really cheap right now, right? Okay, poggers. MP33 is cheap. I love you, Aegis. I love you too. I think. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna put a 3070 in this list. I think you could fit a 3080, like maybe, but I'm gonna put a 3070 in this list. Case. Switch screen, Sag. Oh, fuck, my bad. I was on Discord. I'm actually stupid. Oh, God. Actually so stupid. Holy shit. Why is my brain so small? Wait, you said you don't care what it looks like, right? Okay, sick. We're gonna go the Poggers route then. MX330X, let's fucking go. Boys don't see this very often, do you? Alright, power supply. 550. Oh no, what am I fucking doing? 750. We're going big. We're going fucking big on this. B5 750, GF1 750, Rosewill Hive, that's meme. GF1 PE 850. LEDX3 gold. Yeah, I'm going RibDF. Small brain equals big PP. I don't think that's how that works. Okay. Joy, I think I got you. You talk too fast as a non-native, it's so hard to follow. I'm pretty sure English people would struggle with that too. I think I just listed a bunch of motherboard names really quickly that have a bunch of like letters in them and shit. Yeah, give me a sec, SNJ. Do you think I should wait until the 3600 goes back to 200? No, the 3600 is going to be worth buying when it drops to like 160, not 200. I want to buy my parts really soon, but the CPU is 220. When do you think it'll go back in stock? I mean, it is in stock. If you mean when do you think it's going to go down in price? Maybe like in a like 2 weeks from now, a couple weeks from now, closer to Black Friday. Are you making the list or do I have to take notes? Okay, I think you're making the list. No, I'm making the list. I'll give you it after. Is the 10700K plus Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi for total 490 worth the extra money over 5600X plus B550 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi? Okay. First of all, the first bundle is like not very good in terms of it's okay. It's okay. It's like 300 plus 190. That makes sense. But the second bundle is kind of disproportionate because you're getting an overpriced motherboard for that CPU. Like, it would be a fair comparison if you got like a B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi and you paired it with that CPU. Like, that would be a fair it would end up being like 400 instead, or even less. So then it would be like, yeah, that would be a question. But how much is... Give me a 10600K bundle. I want to see how that stacks up, because 10700K doesn't compete with the 5600X. Here's my form. I'm planning to... Okay, I'll read that in a second. Just so I understand what I'm purchasing. Can you explain when you're done how the changes make it a better build? Yeah, sure. Can you help me build a PC to stream and play Minecraft, Fortnite, Apex? Yeah, sure. But first, read this shit. I made the list according to what was available around me and what I could afford, and picked up AMD compared to Intel in case I will be upgrading to a 5950X. Yeah, don't buy Ryzen 3000 with the idea that you're going to upgrade to Ryzen 5000. That's just a terrible idea. By the time you have enough money to upgrade, or by the time it makes sense that you should upgrade, there's going to be new parts that are better than Ryzen 5000, like much significantly better than Ryzen 5000. So don't bother. What could I change in the list? If you already own all the parts, then it's just whatever. Like, just keep it. It's fine. Should I get a 1065 gig off Ali? Do whatever your little heart desires. Anyways, what was his name? Forgot. Where'd that dude go? Actually, I might 3900X on this list. Because you're doing just Blender, right? Hold on. Where's your fucking Blender? You're just doing Blender, yeah. Why did I put a 10? I'm actually delusional. Sorry, boys. I'm actually stupid. I'm developmentally delayed. Give me a second here. 3900X. That shit's $440 now? Jesus Christ. Why? Why? What about the 3700X? Also in crisis? Oh, it's 300. That's not bad. Damn. I'm having a real struggle moment right now. You know what? I'm putting a 3900X in this thing because I don't give a fuck. That's right. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Let's see what B450 and B550 boards are available right now. No. Maybe. Oh, Bazooka Max Wi-Fi? We take those. A Pro Max. Pro VDH Wi-Fi. Okay. It's gonna be one of these guys. Did I already add this to my list? I think I did. Okay, we're towing that $1,500 line. Which motherboard? I don't know what to choose. I'm stupid. You know what? You can afford it. Go for the B550 and Pro VDH Wi-Fi. Okay. And then finally, finally, I do SE224XT basic. That's AM4 stock compatible. And boom, we're right at $1,500 because I'm the best. I'm a real gamer.
Good stuff.
I'm a huge gamer. I'm a huge big brain gamer. And only Eevee? Oh, fuck. You're not doing cycles? Ah, fuck. Okay. Well, I mean, the 3900X might be wasted, but who cares? Whatever. This is more appropriate. Bro, get Zeal PC Xylence, please. My ears hurt. Dude, these aren't even loud switches. I don't know what you're talking about. Plus, it's literally not in a case. It's literally on foam right now. I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Listen. What you need is you just need Cherry MX Blue. Those are like the quietest keycaps.
God, those switches are fucking awful. I got a new
The
PC,
loudest
Ryzen
switches,
5
they're so
3600
funny.
and 5600 XT, and I'm getting freezes and crashes sometimes when I game. Any thoughts? I don't do troubleshooting in this stream / voice channel typically. If you want some help, you can go to our Discord server, which is discord.gg/buildapc, and you can go to the troubleshooting channel there, ask them for some help. In the meantime, do the basics, you know, reseat your cables, check your connections, reinstall drivers, yeah, you know, the usual stuff. What does Nvidia even do after 3090? Like, are they gonna just make 8K 144 FPS easily? Like, what's the next step after that? Well, first of all, 8K 144 displays don't exist right now. And second, 8K is such a tiny and niche market that it's so niche that even like it's rare even among the people that are buying the 3090. So like that's very rare. That's very, very rare. So what does Nvidia even do after the 3090? Just keep increasing performance, just like what AMD does. Like, that's what hardware companies do. Dude, you was slamming on the box browns. Okay. Can you just build me one? I just want like an idea of what it's gonna cost me. Tell me what you want from your PC, and I'll tell you how much it'll cost. Give me specifics though. You have to tell me like how much FPS, what settings, what games, what resolution, and then oh, yeah. Is BitPhoenix an Asus brand? Not that I'm aware of. And if it is, I'll be surprised because I haven't heard about that. Because they've kept it pretty hush hush if that's true. Can i5 in 2070 Super run Minecraft at good FPS while streaming? Sure, but an i5 in 2070 Super are not really relevant right now. I mean, the 10400 might be, but depends on what country you're in. Okay. Who tagged me in red? Is that like a long time ago? Oh, that was. Oopsies. Yeah, also, if you're new to this voice channel, I am streaming this voice channel on Twitch, so if you say something, just be aware you're being streamed, as usual, blah, 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 okay? Okay, I'm gonna answer some of these other questions. Farhad, yeah, I see your form, dude. I'm gonna work on it. I don't know anything about fans. How many fans are preferable for gaming? At least one. That would be good. Depends on your case, depends on your hardware. If you have, like, relatively cool hardware, not as necessary. Depends on what kind of cooling configuration you have too, like, excluding the fans. I would say, you know, most of the time you top out at 3. You know, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. It's pretty good. 250 FPS will be poggers. In those games, yeah, you don't need to spend that much. Just make your budget like, I don't know, $1,000, and then we'll work with that. Yeah. Is compatible with Asus Aura Sync? Dude, Asus Aura Sync partnerships are across the entire industry. Like, for someone that says that they care a lot about RGB and that's going to be like your thing, have you not seen this before, like on other devices? Like, there's so many products out there that have the Aura Sync badge on them, or have Mystic Light badges on them, or have Polychrome or RGB Fusion badges on them. Like, RAM has that shit. Like, Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro, if you go to the Amazon page, it will say it's compatible with Aura Sync. It'll have like the circle on it. That doesn't mean Corsair is an Asus brand, okay? Yeah, fucking nerd. Okay. Here's my form. I'm planning to buy it tonight. My budget is 1100 to 1200. I don't live near a micro center. I would buy it from Amazon or Newegg. I'm using this PC. Okay, I'm gonna assume you don't have to buy only from Amazon, Newegg, and just any retailer on PC Part Picker is fine. And you're just saying that because, like, those are the ones that you are aware of. Okay, I don't live near a micro center. I'm using this PC for gaming and school. Games are Fortnite, Warzone, Rocket League, Valorant. Okay. Oh my god, I'm hiccuping. Fuck. I want at least 250 gig and 1 terabyte of storage. I like the case I chose. I want a good RGB mouse and keyboard. Okay, and I'm assuming there's no monitor included in that. So let's make a list, boys and girls. Let's do it. I don't know why I just called you boys and girls. Can you build me one? I have 2,000 budget and I want to run. Okay, but first read this. Enjoy. I will get to your thing after I'm done with Farhad. Give me a sec. Oh, Ryujin, you must be mixing me up with Joy. Joy is making keyboard noises. Yeah, typically my keyboard noises don't get picked up too much unless I'm talking while typing. Should I wait for the 30 series water block GPUs, or will they be whatever water GPUs? All water block GPUs are typically whatever water GPUs. Like, basically it. Or 5600X plus B550 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. You did not change the board, okay? Change the board to something more appropriate for the 5600X. Because the Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi is kind of appropriate for the 10600K, but the B550 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi is way overpriced for the 5600X. So, like, it's not a valid value comparison. Is 75 Celsius too high for Ryzen 5? No. Temperatures generally for both CPU and GPU, you want them to be around 85 degrees or lower, okay? That's just a general number to follow, okay? All right. All right, Farhad, let's work on your list. So I'm gonna start this list off with a 10400. We're not going F because it's like $6 difference, so, like, you know, whatever. Why am I back here? Sub 90C is fine. I say 85 because there's a hard throttle point on Turing and Ampere cards that's around 85 Celsius. If you raise the temperature limit, so yeah. Farhad, do you need Wi-Fi and do you need a monitor? Answer me those questions. And in the meantime, I'll pick your RAM. That's gonna be a brain dead choice. Hold on, actually, we have some open space in this channel, so I'm gonna pull some more people here. Nice. Hold on. I'm gonna pull some more people into this channel. With an Awuga? What the fuck? Hold on. One sec, boys.
Yo, what's up? It's Rhythm.
Hi. What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How about
Okay.
you?
Think anyone needs help here? I'm back. Why did you mute me for 8 hours? I didn't mute him for 8. Wait, did I? I don't fucking know. Like, whenever I mute someone, I always put the reason there, so like you should be able to see it. Surprisingly, some 2x32 kits have the best price per gigabyte. Why is that surprising? I mean, that's like surprisingly, some 2x8 kits are better price to performance than, 4x4 kits. Like, yep. Or I could hit up and edit the
Wait,
message.
doesn't a titanium like power supply have like diamonds inside of it?
Sir, have you read the rules of this server?
He's not allowed to be rich.
Sir, have you read? Oh no, he just deafened himself. Lol. he just said a troll. He just memed and then deafened himself. And yeah, Wi-Fi is good. You muted him because he said the N word yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Because you said the N word.
Wait, what do you say about me?
NVC, you silly. What's up?
What do you say about me?
Oh no, I just asked if you read the rules of the server.
What rules? No.
You know, the rules channel.
Yeah, I never read them.
Oh, okay. Well, go up there and read rule 2.
Rule 2. Where is it? No trolling. Be sensible. User. Oh, what are you talking about?
Okay, for the video card, I guess we'll get a 3070. That'll probably make the most sense here. Because you said you need to buy this now. So, like, just get whatever 3070 is in stock, basically. I'll just put this one as a placeholder. Did that guy leave?
Me?
Oh, never mind. Okay. Yo, Farhad, do you have any aesthetic preferences? Like, you care what your case looks like, or are you just cool with whatever? Power supply. It's maybe Segotep time. Actually, no, you can afford better. I'm gonna amp this. We're gonna amp it up, boys. We're gonna amp it up in here. Gonna be juicy. Okay, you said Wi-Fi would be good, so we'll do DS3HAC. And then case. I can't join VC, but you can tell how much it costs for PC. Okay, I said around 1,000 is fine. Like, you can go on Newegg and get a 3070. No, I'm just saying just try to get a 3070, basically. 4 RGB fans with the case. You want to get RGB fans? Okay. Sure. Do that. Let me just find let's just do Montech X1. This is the perfect case for this situation. Beautiful. Okay, there you go. I'm done. What was your budget? Yeah, to 1,200. Yeah, spend the rest on your mouse and keyboard. Go to peripherals for mouse and keyboard. You have about 90 left. You should be able to get like a budget mech and a cheap mouse, decent mouse with that. Help, I'm beginning to shield the S12 III and SP9 for lists with 5600 XTs and 2060 non-supers. You're doing the right thing. Okay, you're doing the right thing. No, I'm just telling him to try to find a 3070. Not that there is one in stock right now, but just try to find one. Like, that's your target GPU. Like, what are you gonna buy instead? I mean, I guess I could tell him to buy like an EVGA 2070 or 2060 and then step up. But, yeah, whatever. It's up to him. What is most important when getting a motherboard? Compatibility. Yep. That's like 90% of the struggle. Yep. Well, not the struggle. That's 90% of like what's important. The other 10% is like, does it have the features you're looking for, which most people aren't looking for shit, so like it doesn't matter. Ryzen 2070. Dude, if you're crying with a fucking 2070, imagine the legion of gamers that just like have GPUs that are significantly worse than that. They just must be like wallowing in their own shit. I'm getting B550 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi for only $20 more than the Pro VDH. 410, 10600K is 420. I don't know. I'm gonna go Intel here. For $10 only, I might go Intel. I might just go Intel. Mr. Martini. It's up to you though. They're a toss-up. If you want like specifics, go look at the games that you actually play. Look at benchmarks comparing the 5600X and 10600K. How can you check the compatibility for a motherboard? Socket, chipset, and BIOS. Those are the three things. Yeah, so socket, does your CPU physically fit in the motherboard? Chipset, does the chipset actually support your CPU even if the socket fits? And then BIOS, even if the socket and chipset are technically supporting your CPU, does the BIOS support your CPU? So B450, does the BIOS come updated for Ryzen 3000 or Ryzen 5000 in the future? Once you've covered all your bases there, you should be good. Hello, I need a PC. I'm on the 1050 Ti still. Unlucky. No hacks, just clap. Thanks for the follow. You play Minecraft and stream too? Yes, I play Minecraft and I do stream, but I don't stream Minecraft. Take your time leaving my questions here to make it easier for you. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm done with Farhead now, so I will get on to you now. Thank you, VidCaf, for the follow, and I will talk about your list. Okay, so let's briefly go over this. Nino? What? What is he even saying? Okay, why the new CPU cooler? Because it's sufficient, and it's quiet, and it's good, and the 3900X isn't that hot. Why the MP33 over the Seagate? Which Seagate? Oh, you had a hard drive in there, right? Yeah, it's an SSD. You know, I'm okay. Here's the thing: most people, right? Their data, especially starting off, can easily fit within 1 terabyte. And the thing about storage is that it's probably the most easily upgradable thing in your system. So you can literally just stick another drive in there, like literally anytime you want. So sticking with 1 terabyte to begin with of pure SSD and then adding a hard drive later if you need more space is fine. Yeah, you don't need an internal hard drive. Yeah. So yeah, actually most builds that we do here today don't have a hard drive. They just have pure SSD most of the time. Why the new power supply over the one I had? This one is much better, although it is more expensive. You can go for a cheaper power supply. Like you could easily get away with like a 650 watt Ampere, which would be $30 less. Explaining why a power supply is better is kind of hard because it's the only thing that consumers recognize in terms of power supply language is like efficiency and wattage. That's like the only thing consumers are aware of. But basically, okay, the job of a power supply is to deliver a constant, steady supply of electricity to your parts and convert the high voltage from the wall to a lower voltage that your PC parts can use, keeping that voltage stable and through all conditions that your PC might, inflict on the power supply. So if your CPU is jumping up and down in power usage, your power supply should be able to keep that voltage stable without going too high or going too low and then damaging one of your parts. So a good power supply is able to do all of the things I said while being quiet and using parts that last a long time. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Yeah, there's a lot more behind that, but that's kind of like the layman's explanation. Can you possibly save me an additional $20 to account for a new keyboard? Yeah, you can actually drop the cooler. Yeah, you can drop the cooler. The cooler is not necessary there. The 3900X comes with a cooler. No, you do need a cooler, but the 3900X comes with one. So the one it comes with is borderline good enough for it. So if you're not overclocking and you you can use the stock cooler on the 3900X. If you have issues later on, you can always buy a new cooler. There's no harm in using the stock cooler for now. But yeah, that's basically it. Can you why is the case you chose better than the one I have? I don't actually remember what case you have, but it's cheap and you said you don't care about what it looks like, so that is a good function over form case. Yeah. What would those issues be? Like performance? No, you might have noise and higher temperatures than you'd like, but you shouldn't be affected in the performance department at all. Or even in like a yeah, I don't think your temperatures will be that bad. The old case I had was a Meshify, which you said had no tempered glass. You could reuse your Meshify. Yeah, the Meshify C is still good. You can reuse that if you want. I don't know. You don't need to ditch that. I have $2,000 without peripherals. Can I get a build or should I wait? I would wait. Hey, so I wanted to do the EVGA step-up program for a 3070, but according to the site, you have to, yeah, it's 90 days. If I'm planning on buying during Black Friday, yeah, I think it's viable. Yeah, it's viable now, so I don't, yeah, it's still going to be viable then. I don't have a GPU yet. Should I get the 5600X combo in case I get a new 6000 series GPU for the smart access memory, or am I planning this too far ahead? Smart access memory should not be a consideration for people buying CPUs or GPUs. It's a marketing gimmick. Do not consider it as a factor when you are buying and choosing processors or buying and choosing video cards.
What?
If you were planning on waiting for the 6000 series GPUs, they might turn out to be, you know, really good. So we'll see what happens. I would not plan anything else though if you're planning on waiting for those GPUs. What was the use case for a 3900X plus lower end parts? Blender. Also, what lower end parts? It's a 3070. How is that low end? Wait, is the 3070 already available for step up on EVGA? As far as I'm concerned, I believe they've listed it on their policy page. So, yeah. Hold on, let me read chat.
I got a 3070, bro.
Regulation and
Yeah,
Ripple is
I have a
important. Better
virus that-
efficiency rating does not guarantee better RR, but there is correlation. Yes, we know this. Thank
I
you,
have a
BB.
virus that forces my computer to play this retarded music, and I can't
Okay.
stop.
All right, dude. That's fine,
Ah,
but
don't.
this is not the right channel for that. You can go to the troubleshooting channel and ask them for help.
Okay.
I didn't mean the voice channel, but whatever. That's fine. Works for me. All right. High quality PC meme. Your memes are pretty bad so far, so I'm probably not going to click on that. Is 3900X not good? No, 3900X is very good. Is very, very good for Blender. For blendering. That video file is a virus, no clicky. Okay, I mean, I wasn't gonna click on it anyway because it's probably, it's no doubt a very shitty meme. The CPU is bad. I heard Intel is bad. The RAM is good. Most people said that. Who are you fucking talking to? The CPU is bad compared to what? The 3600? It's better than the 3600. You want me to show you? All right. These dumbasses you're talking to. My God. All right, look at this. Look at this, my guy. So say you're a real gamer. Okay, you're a gamer, right? And you know, you're looking to play some games at 1080p, right? Look at this. Look at this. Let's just get a real slow zoom in on this, okay? You see this shit? You see this? 10400F with DDR4 2666, it's gimped, okay? Is still better than the 3600X at 3200 C14, okay? Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. There's your answer, okay? So when people tell you that 10400 is bad, they're dumb. Now, if you're doing things besides gaming, you know, the 3600 will probably whoop the shit out of the 10400, but you're just gaming, so like, doesn't matter. But Aegis, my 10-core 20 threads on i9 are gonna die with Rocket Lake. Okay, well, it's not like all of the people who are buying the 10900K are totally fine on 8-core 16 thread. I guarantee you they're fine. Like literally 90% of the people who are buying 10900Ks are literally just diehard Intel people who are like, okay, I'm just gonna buy the highest Intel CPU like I usually do. Like that's literally people who buy 10900Ks. Yeah, we don't allow advertising on the server, Mr. Joy. Unfortunate. That's what basic gamers want. Yeah, 10400 is so easy, dude. You just shove that in your PC and it's like it works. You know, it just works. Ambient occlusion just works. Global illumination, it just works. What was the website you were just using? techpowerup.com. It's a good benchmark website. They have a good news stream. Like I typically this is one of the news streams that I look at along with AnandTech and Reddit, to just look at some of the news that are coming out for some tech, you know? Is there anything interesting today? Not that interesting. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier. Are those actually RGB fans, or is that just like some weird shit that they're drawing on? I'm assuming those are RGB. They're making Nitro Plus, but okay, no red accents. Interesting. 6800 XD pulse. Yeah, looking pretty clean. Looking pretty clean. Red Devil, blah blah blah. Oh, there's a fire yesterday at an MSI factory. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, E18. Yeah, so like I often read this, you know, for news and shit. But review-wise, here are the good things that this outlet is good at reviewing. Their motherboard reviews are pretty decent. Their case reviews are they're okay. Their CPU reviews are quite good. Their GPU reviews are quite good. Their SSD reviews are quite good, like some of the best in the industry. And their performance analysis articles are really great. Their mouse reviews are probably the best in the entire industry, actually. I don't see people talking about TechPower's mouse reviews, but they are probably the best in the entire industry. Yeah, their audio reviews are pretty garbage. But their RAM reviews are pretty good as well. Like overall, they just have a pretty good staff team. How good is the 3070 gaming OC compared to the FE and other 3070s? It's better, but not by much. A lot of the 3070s are quite close in terms of like thermals and noise, and even the Founders is like, I would say, more than acceptable. So like, just take whatever you want, honestly. I have not seen a 3070 that is legitimately terrible yet. So yeah. What about RJN? RJN has been RJN used to be a fan favorite of the mouse community, but over the years he's lost favor with us because he's had some questionable allegiances to certain brands. Some people think he's getting paid off to say certain things, and these days his review methodology is not that clear. The only reason why RJN was respected to begin with, because he's tried a lot of mice and he's pretty good at articulating his opinions, but in terms of data collection and actual like quantitative reviewing, he's not that great. He doesn't do anything special. Whereas TechPowerUp, I'll show you why I think TechPowerUp is actually really great for mouse reviewing, actually, if you want to get into like mice or whatever. I don't know why you want to get into that, but yeah, let's go mice. Yeah, let's just look at their most recent review, right? Like build quality disassembly. So yeah, disassembly of the mice is pretty common, right? Button sound test, looking at the PCB. You know, they talk about each of the different ICs. Sensor and performance though. Like, you don't see this type of testing, like latency testing. Yeah, you don't see like rate stability testing. You don't see like click latency testing in a lot of different reviews. And this is some pretty good in-depth stuff. They go over software. And I think their value and conclusion page is actually quite good as well. Like typically with mainstream review sites, these pages are basically like ignorable because they're so bad. But like this is actually pretty decent. Like pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Yeah.
That is quite a
there you go.
lot of muted microphones.
Yeah, that's how we do things over here. Okay, let me read over what's in voice chat text. It's an Intel thing, then AMD Putin walks all over the Intel benchmarks. Okay. Is this also expanded to Canada? They have a US list and an EU list, but Canada isn't on this list even though it's supported by EVGA. Good question. You should probably ask. Maybe they haven't updated it yet.
Yeah, I would hate to buy a 2060 and then find out that they don't actually support the upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, contact them, or you can message them on Twitter. They're pretty active on Twitter and Discord.
Oh, nice, perfect. I think I'll do that. Thank you.
Yep. Sellout, cough, cough. Some people were calling him a sellout. Nvidia cards as of late just boil down to what you think looks best. Honestly, can't even disagree. Like Turing, even Turing was like pretty like fine. Like the cards that we had the most complaints about were like Ventus and Phoenix, and even those cards were like, they're okay. Actually, no, Phoenix is pretty ass. Ventus is usable. Phoenix is Like for example, 1660 Super, right? Like if the 1660 Super wasn't as efficient as it is, the Phoenix cooler would be legitimately unusable. But it's just like the thing is so damn cool that even with a garbage cooler, it's still like okay. Do all 3070s include the 8? No, they don't. Only the Founders Edition does. Okay? Only the Founders Edition cards have the 12 pin. Every other card uses standard pinout. And yes, all the Founders Editions will include that adapter. And a lot of power supply companies are shipping or selling cables. So you don't have to have that kind of weird adapter looking thing. Asus 1660 Ti Dual OC non-Evo version. I haven't seen that one in particular. Is that one really bad? Copper slug with aluminum block. Unlucky. Big Sag. Also, how do I say your name? Is it Sataneth? Sataneth? Sataneth. Gotta hiss. Oh, what's up? Trip is back. What's this? Okay, there you go. From Numax himself. Wait, what's the point of the screenshot? Are you trying to say that Numax is saying the P2 isn't worth it over the A60? Because his answer is actually replying to the part where he says newer NAND. So Numax here, he's basically saying, this guy's saying, okay, is the P2 better than the A60 due to newer NAND? And he's saying, no, it's not due to newer NAND. He doesn't actually like answer P2 versus A60. He's just saying newer NAND. P2 doesn't have newer NAND. Okay. Yeah. Also, 96 layer isn't even UNAND anymore. Pronounce it however is easiest for you, but like what is does the name mean something? Like is it supposed to be like a play on words or something, or like your actual name, or like I'm confused. I'm lost. Take the computer hardware quiz trivia. I've seen that trivia quiz. It is funny. It's from like 15 years ago or something. Zonzoro, I can add you to the regulars list. 1 second. Nightbot.tv. It's one of those names you come up with in middle school. Okay, cool. You do a lot of flipping? That's cool. Regulars. I'll add. Hold on. Who do I add? Sataneth. And who else? Zonzoro Creations. There we go. Okay. Cool stuff. Good stuff. I kind of want to add more commands to my Twitch channel. For like common questions. Cause like in Build a PC, I can add commands to the bots here, but like I'm kind of lazy. And I feel like there's a lot of frequently asked questions that I could answer with like bot commands. But Ages, can you make a list in a random country of my choosing for a set budget for educational purposes? No. The only option they offer for Step Up in the US is the $600 RGB version of the 3070. I mean, look, given that you're paying like the price difference for whatever card you're doing, that's not that bad, right? That's not that bad. Please, no. XMP explanation command? Sure, let's start with that. Honestly, let's do. I mean, I have some downtime right now. I don't think anyone needs help right now. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking make some commands and shit, dudes. Let's go. So, let's go Nightbot. I'm gonna make some commands. We're gonna have some fun. Okay, commands, custom. So these are the only two commands I have right now. This is just the specs command. So people who ask about my specs, and people who are in Twitch but they want to move to the Discord. So let's try a new one. Exclamation mark XMP. XMP called DOCP/EOCP/AXMP etc on AMD platforms is a feature that allows you to get most or get most of your get a decent amount of your memories potential performance without having to manually without spending a lot of time manually overclocking your kit. If you want I think that's a good enough explanation, right? XMP also called DOCP, EOCP, AXMB, etc. on AMD platforms, is a feature that allows you to get a decent amount of your memory's potential performance, maximum potential performance, without spending a lot of time manually overclocking your, I'll say RAM, because not everybody understands what kit is. So XMP, we'll do that one. Cool. Let's add a new one. XSmart overclocking. Overclocking is is modifying the electrical characteristics of a part to increase performance or achieve some other desired outcome. Power, heat, stability, at the expense of time, research, and possible degradation if done to an extreme extent. Time, research, heat. Okay, increased heat and power consumption, along with possible degradation. Hold on. To, okay, achieve some desired outcome. Hold on. Along with possible degradation and instability. Okay, sorry, let me read some Twitch chat. Is OCing a must-do? No. Amazon has been trolling me today, adding add to cart button for their 5600 X listing, and that's about it. Unlucky. Best CPU and GPU combined for gaming, 10600K 3080 or 5600X plus 3080, depending on the game. What about the site before when you went to compare for 10400F and 3600X? That was also tech power up. Okay, I'm trying to make this simple and also like realistically to the point. So overclocking is modifying the electrical characteristics of a part to achieve some other, achieve a desired outcome at the expense of time, researched, increased heat, increased desired performance outcome. At the expense of time, research, increased heat and power consumption, along with possible degradation and system instability if done to an extreme extent. It is purely optional and only recommended for enthusiasts accepting XMP and other automatic methods. I shouldn't say automatic because then XOCs will get on my ass about, you know, automatic overclocking and how it's bad. And other easy methods. Okay, there we go. I think that's good enough. I can update this later. I don't want them to be too long because otherwise they're gonna like completely fill my chat screen. So, yeah. What else is there? Black Friday? Good idea. Honestly, good idea. And I'll just modify this so it's like more appropriate for Twitch. So I'll say I highly recommend waiting until mid-November 20th-ish to plan or purchase any parts, both Nvidia and AMD will have scheduled launches mostly finished by then, and Black Friday sales means better prices too. If you don't mind waiting, please come back with a blank list then. As usual, we don't recommend making lists ahead of time, especially for parts that are not released yet. Okay, I'll just get rid of this part because that's only relevant to Discord. Boom, BF, we're good. All right. What other common things are there? Is buying the 3080 better than the 3070 by a lot? It's about a 30% difference at 4K. So, you know, 3080 is actually pretty high value considering that it's like a high-end GPU. You don't typically see, like, I'll show you what I mean. One sec. 2160p. Aha, there we go. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Like, look at where the 3080 is. Okay, this is kind of hard to see like without zooming in. And then when I zoom in, you can't see the rest of the curves. But this green curve here, that's Ampere's regression model. Okay, it's incomplete. It's gonna like skew downwards and upwards here eventually when I add the other models that are gonna come out. But for now, take a look at where the 3080 is versus where the 3070 is, right? The 3080 is actually quite good in terms of you know, where it kind of sits on this regression line. So it is actually quite high value. You don't typically see this happen at this, you know, price point. So it is worth considering. It's not like the 2080 last generation, which is kind of bad value. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Gonna blackmail you with the sexual harassment accusations? Oh no. No, 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 no. Is this worth it? If you want laptop help, I will send you to the laptop server. Oop. Actually, I'm gonna add that as a command in my my thing here. Exclamation mark Sal. Join this Discord server for
Should I join Sal just
laptop
to see what it's
related
like?
help.
I'm gonna join Sal.
Everyone. Okay. Add another one there. I think it should work now. Sal. Hey, I did it. Okay. What is a good motherboard that is white and looks good for the Ryzen 5 5600X? The Gigabyte Vision series on B550 is pretty good. And then I think there's the Asus Prime B550A. If you really want a white motherboard, then yeah. I've seen a few people say that the 10400F is a plug-and-play CPU, unlike the 3600. What exactly does that mean? I'm not sure actually. They might be referring to the fact that the 3600, I guess, has more room to play with and get more performance out of, but both CPUs at stock are totally fine. So like, there's no like necessity. Like, it's not like the 3600 is going to cause you more problems, or you know, you're gonna have to tweak some stuff before it's usable or something like that. No, it's totally fine. Could you link that graph? Sure, I guess. I'll put it in the Discord. I'll put it in the invoice chat text. You can see it there. Hold on.
Vegas. Wait,
Oh shit,
how
that's
far
the
up
wrong-
are you in terms of backlog for questions?
I'm pretty I'm getting there. Where's the Chinese PC part picker? Taobao.
Okay, you're
Is it
there.
possible you won't be available to help me build during Black Friday since this place will see so much activity? Yeah, I'm not recommending that you come to me on Black Friday, okay? Because on Black Friday, this place is going to be a hellhole and all the retailers are going to have issues on Black Friday because there's so many people ordering. So come back to me a couple days before Black Friday or even like a week before. I'm telling people to come back around the 20th because that's after AMD's launch, but it's also a decent amount before Black Friday. So, you know, around there, that's fine. B550 Steel Legend has a nice silverish tone. Yeah, I mean, I've heard some people have issue with like the B550 Steel Legend, but those were
What
overclockers.
issues?
If you're just a regular nerd, it doesn't matter. Memory scaling having like significant performance
Oh.
issues, but
I mean, so it doesn't
yeah.
overclock as well, right? Basically.
Can you grill and
TLDR.
slam Silicon's GPU tier list? His GPU tier list basically looks like just the tech power up hierarchy, but he just copy pasted it. So like it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know why you would
It's
do
just
something like that.
text.
It's just why.
It's just so that you don't have to use user benchmark.
But it just has a lot more time than you have. Yeah, I'm basically just chilling, dude. Like I'm literally
Yeah.
just chilling for
I
like
mean,
the next
yeah.
few months.
You made a good point though, so yeah.
Oh, Rygor, I can
what I
add you to
wanna
the
ask
regulars list. 1 second, my guy.
Wait, who are you on?
Rygor69. As long as you promise not to spam.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
the
it
the
your
bot
Twitch
doesn't.
chat?
The bot automatically filters out people's links. Is this worth it? Some NZXT. Actually, no, that guy's gone, so never mind. Log
Oh.
chart, yeah, Pog chart. You mean Pog chart? That's the shit.
I'm learning. I'm gonna go into math in about a week, so I'm gonna learn log eventually.
Wait, you haven't learned log yet? Okay, poggers. Yeah,
No.
it's just the inverse of exponential. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll see how it works. Can you
Ah,
kindly
you're
post a
trying-
good build link for Ryzen 9 3900X with over both X570 and B550 here? For a 3900X, I wouldn't even go X570 or B550. Also, oh, you can't wait. You can't wait at all? Not even like, oh fuck. Okay, ignore that weird shit that I just sent. Yeah. Oh,
what?
Firequackers. I'm talking to you, Firequackers. Nice name, cute name. But yeah, can you not wait at all? Can you not wait even like 2 weeks? When would overclocking be recommended? If you have time and you have research, you have willingness to do some, you trust yourself doing some little tech tweaking, little tech tweaking, and you're bored, you're a nerd, and you want some more performance, or you want to join an interesting community, yeah, that's when I would maybe suggest overclocking. But I need you to roast it so you can satisfy my hunger. Lol. Is the Define 7 worth it if you're looking for an aesthetic case with loads of hard drive storage? Sort of. Depends on the price. There are a lot of cases that are cheaper that have hard drive storage, like a lot of 8 hard drive bays or whatever. Like Fantex makes a lot of those cases too. And even some of the old Fractal cases like the Define R5. When selling, should I cover up any numbers on the hardware? You can cover up the serial number if you want.
I mean, serial number is like a half and half thing, right? Because it's like
it doesn't really matter.
Because people can like steal warranty, but also at the same time they want it to verify warranty, so it's like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, I mean most people aren't diligent enough to actually ask you to, look at the serial number so they can verify.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't just gonna steal your warranty. Yeah.
But I typically just blur out serial numbers, and if I got a box,
I mean,
then
yeah,
obviously blur out
if
your
they
address.
ask for it, then yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever.
10-4, thanks guys. Yeah, 10-4, my guy. All right, so I'm gonna add some more stuff here. We're gonna add some more commands. This is what I'm doing now on stream. This is what people get to watch me do. Just make fucking commands.
Don't break rule 3. No.
Okay. We'll do AIO later. What are some good commands? Let's start with the CPU.
Sunbow.
Is there anything about
Dash
the
it.
CPU that's commonly asked?
To just install the free watermark version of Windows Rule 3?
Is there anything about a CPU that people ask me a lot? Not really.
Do I need to use? Can I use a stock cooler on AMD CPUs?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there isn't really a reason.
I don't think you can use stock. I don't think you can choose stock on NZXT. I'm pretty sure.
I think they do let you choose it. Yeah, I remember seeing. I remember seeing a picture of a Wraith cooler on the NZXT side. Maybe not on certain ones, but.
Wait, let me see if I can.
Yeah, the BLD building site is actually pretty horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna do some general philosophy things. When buying PC parts or really anything,
Aegis
in general,
you can't, but you can.
Focusing.
But you can get a Spurok Slim.
Specific product models instead of
Aegis
brands is ideal for your.
Look at how bad this configurator is.
Experience. Brands have no obligation to be consistent and in quality.
I'm gonna upload it on Streamable.
Positive
just wait a second.
or negative.
It's a 4-second clip, so.
Whether good or bad.
I don't really want to download a file.
While models tend to
Hey, I have a question.
remain consistent and
look at
performance with rare exceptions. With few exceptions. That's the word. What the fuck just happened? What did I just do? No, did I close it? Oh no, I was writing some good shit. No, I closed it. Okay, I have to rewrite it. That's fine. When buying PC parts or really anything, it is ideal to focus on specific product models instead of brands. Brands have no obligation to be consistent in quality/performance, whether good or bad, while models tend to remain consistent with few exceptions. Okay, there we go. Boom. Cool, nice. Should I add an AIO command? Maybe I'll add an AI.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, a Wraith stealth is no a Wraith. Aegis,
are
look in
three
voice chat text.
main reason. High-end AIOs will outperform
Bad.
high-end air coolers, but
Every time
the
sorry.
thermal load needed to make this difference significant is quite high. The vast majority of people buying CPUs will not benefit, will not thermally benefit from an AIO in any significant way. Noise, performance, even thermals. And any way related to performance. Okay, cool. And I'll also add temperatures. Remember that temperatures are just a number, so they affect you
just the number.
via noise, throttling, or degradation. Temperatures have to be really high. Noise, throttling, or degradation. Throttling / boost algorithms or degradation. Your temperatures have to be really high to significantly affect the last two, and noise is typically not an issue with a properly chosen CPU, cooler / GPU / case fans /
Hey, I have a quick
APC.
question. I mean to interrupt, but when I downloaded, I don't know if you guys could help, but when I downloaded a game, it's downloading as like the Among Us icon, and when I try loading it, like it's Fall Guys, but it loads as Among Us. You guys know how to fix that, or?
No clue, my dude. I used NZXT, most terrible experience I've ever had. Let's Build is actually pretty decent. It's kind of fine. Yeah, it's
I mean,
really
but
not
it
that bad.
just doesn't give you any options. Like if you want to swap to something, it'll automatically.
Aegis,
swap.
yeah. If you look at my streamable clip, it says a Pure Rock Slim is not enough for 3900.
Lol.
And I'm like, I mean,
1080
oh wait,
XE for 500, a good
9900.
deal. Yeah. I mean, if you don't need it, just flip it, because like you can probably flip a 1080 XE for more than 500. Okay, well, are there any other shits I should add right now? Yeah, I think we're good. All right. I'll probably do that. LG 2066 CPU cooler tier list when. Nice meme. I'm going for a more productivity build. I'm looking to do 3D modeling and FEA simulation. I also do a lot of multitasking with like 200 Chrome tabs and Devil's Application. Blah 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 blah. Both. I mean, it's generally not as simple as, you know, should I prioritize single or multi-threaded performance? You know, it's generally not as simple as that. I'm drunking some good water.
You just friend requested me out of nowhere.
Can I get your take on a fair price for these? Sure. 2700X BNIB.
Nib. Wait, Cube.
I'm gonna say 140.
Cube, can you like DM me or
Like
something?
140, 150-ish
Sure.
maybe.
Wait, just DM me
RMI
the
MSI
situation.
X470 Gaming Plus Max. I'm gonna
Or
say
just go to General
80,
4 and then talk.
80, 80.
Okay. Let's go General
Great
4 and then
condition
talk.
RX 480 8 gig. I'm gonna say 100 US. Maybe a little less. 100, I think 100 US is fine. Yeah. There you go. There are your answers. So 140, 150-ish, 80-ish, and then 100-ish US dollars. That's if you're buying. If you're selling, you can definitely price those higher. But 3600 or 2700X. Why do people keep asking me this question? If you're gaming, 3600. 3600. Oh, you're selling. A BNIB 2700X could probably go for close to 200 if it's marketed correctly. 180, I'm pretty sure will sell. X470 Gaming Plus Max, maybe 100, maybe 110, you know, around there. And then a 480, you could probably list that for like 120 and see how it does. Yeah, buying versus selling thresholds are different. What price point would the 5700X be a worthwhile buy with all the new incoming cards? Or is it too early to ask this question? It's too early to ask that question. Also, it's probably not going to be relevant for a very long time, the 5700 XT and the 2070 and any GPU that's in that price point, because the 3060 and 6700/XT are coming in hot.
That feels bad, dude. I really want to buy like a decent GPU for me to use, but I also don't know what to buy because the 3070 just doesn't
Who's pinging me in here?
Which...
Peripherals. Hey, mini mod. Sorry, I was streaming, didn't see. Wait, what? That guy doesn't seem like he's trolling. That seems like it could be a legitimate question. You spelled Capellix wrong so hard. Oh my god, I'm so disappointed. Oh my. Capodisk. What is your job? I am unemployed. I'm currently a college student on my gap year. Or I'm a high school graduate that's going to be a college student soon. But I'm on my gap year right now. Alright, nerds. I might end stream early today. Because, I don't think anyone else needs help, right? Yeah, I don't think anyone needs help right now. Yeah, no one really needs help right now. I think, yeah, we're kind of just chilling these days. I mean, I'll stay in the voice call for a little bit longer, but I'll just end stream early. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming to watch the stream. I hope you got some help. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at like 6 to 7-ish p.m. Pacific time. So, bye-bye.